look at my daughter full makeup, singing She's in Love with an emo girl on TikTok, and I didn't have no say, no approval. Hey, what do you think? Do you think this would be cool or not? You know what I mean? And I'm the one that made them cool.
She's 12 years old. She's 12. Walking around with a corset, the shortest miniskirt that you could have, and bright blue hair.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are back at it. This time, the drama is boiling over into legal threats. Kanye isn't just mad, he's allegedly gearing up to drag Kim into court if she doesn't change the way she's raising North. So here's the deal. Some recent photos of North West spread like wildfire online, and people were quick to slam Kim for letting her daughter step out in outfits many thought were way too grown. The backlash was brutal, with fans ripping into Kim nonstop. Kanye caught wind of it and went off, claiming Kim is crossing a dangerous line and warning he's ready to unleash his lawyers if she doesn't stop. But it doesn't end there. Kanye is now pointing fingers at Kris Jenner too, accusing her of masterminding the whole thing. According to him, Kim and Kris allegedly have a twisted plan, using North's image like she's some kind of brand they can package and sell. That's right, Kanye believes they're not just dressing her up for fashion, but literally marketing her like a product. Wild accusations, right? And trust me, this is just the beginning of the chaos. Kim Kardashian is getting dragged harder than ever after people saw what she let 12-year-old North wear out in Rome, and the internet is on fire. North showed up rocking long dyed blue hair, a full face of makeup like she was about to hit the club, a tiny mini skirt, a corset-style top, and heavy black boots. The look had fans losing it, and they didn't hold back one bit. People are calling Kim disturbing, saying the whole thing looks gross, and accusing her of treating North more like a fashion accessory than her actual child. The comments are brutal, with many pointing out that Kim seems so desperate to be the cool mom that she's flat out forgetting about being a responsible parent. Some even brought up the Balenciaga scandal again, throwing shade and accusing Kim of basically putting North in the spotlight the same way brands did in that controversy. And then comes the twist. Plenty of people are saying Kanye was right all along. One viral comment even read, "She took her Balenciaga collab seriously, and she wonders why Kanye kicked off about North being exposed to stuff online." He was right, even if he did it the wrong way. Now here's where it gets messy.
Handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, it called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on to whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
Some fans admit Kanye might have a point about North, but they're calling him the last person who should be talking. They're pointing out how he constantly objectifies women, even his own wife Bianca, making him the wrong messenger in this whole situation. And then there's the wild contradiction. Not too long ago, Kanye thought it was genius for North to team up with none other than Diddy. Yes, Diddy, the same man caught on camera physically assaulting a woman. People were stunned, saying Kanye's picking and choosing when to protect his daughter, and it doesn't add up. Back in March, Kanye hyped up a track called Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine. In his caption, he wrote, "New song by Puff Daddy featuring his son King Combs, my daughter North West, and new Yeezy artist from Chicago, Jasmine Williams, and get this. The track literally opens with a phone call between Kanye and Diddy, where Diddy is thanking Kanye for taking care of his kids while he's locked up. This whole situation is already looking shady and exploitative, but dragging North right into the middle of it, fans are calling it downright sickening. People are side-eyeing Kanye's track like crazy, questioning why a 12-year-old is being placed alongside Diddy, a man with a long, messy history of disturbing behavior towards women. The optics are bad and everybody sees it. Now here's where it gets even messier. Kim actually tried to block the whole thing from happening. She texted Kanye straight up saying he can't just toss North on a track with Diddy without her approval. And she's not bluffing either because Kim legally owns the trademark for North West. That means Kanye can't legally use their daughter's name, voice, or image in any kind of commercial project without Kim signing off first. Kim reminded him of the deal they made, texting, "I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her." Fans were actually praising Kim for pulling the legal card to shield North, especially with Diddy involved. But Kanye wasn't backing down, not even close. He allegedly clapped back with a chilling threat. Amend it, or I'm going to war and neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You are going to have to kill me. And that's the sad part. North is caught between two parents so wrapped up in themselves that her well-being seems like an afterthought. Kim isn't furious about North being linked to Diddy because of his reputation. The Kardashians have been spotted at his parties plenty of times. No, Kim's anger comes from wanting to be the only one cashing in on North's name, brand, and image. Fans say it's all about control and money for her. On the flip side, Kanye keeps shouting about protecting his daughter's innocence, but people can't ignore how he constantly degrades women and even goes out of his way to publicly defend predators. That hypocrisy is what makes this whole thing even uglier. With parents like these, many believe North never had a real chance at anything close to a normal childhood, and it's heartbreaking to watch play out in public. But here's where the drama takes a sharp turn. Kanye isn't stopping at angry rants this time. After seeing the photos of North stepping out in that corset and miniskirt, he's done talking. Now Kanye is allegedly gearing up to take Kim to court, threatening real legal action that could change everything. According to a source who spoke with Globe magazine, Kanye is furious and believes his 12-year-old daughter is way too young to be parading around in outfits like this. The insider claims Kanye flat out warned Kim that if she doesn't put a stop to it, he's ready to unleash his lawyers and raise hell in court. He's reportedly been ranting nonstop, saying Kim has crossed the line and he's not about to let it slide. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. Kanye is now pointing the finger at Kris Jenner too. He believes Kim's mom is the real mastermind behind North's image and is pushing her to dress this way. According to Kanye, Kris allegedly has a sinister plan, molding North into the next Kim Kardashian, even if it means crossing disturbing lines. He's even thrown out shocking claims about Kris plotting to push North into the same kind of career-defining scandals that made Kim famous in the first place. Playboy shoots, leaked tapes. Kanye swears that's the road Kris is trying to lead North down, and he's determined to stop it. And fans are eating this all up, blasting Kris Jenner as the so-called mastermind of manipulation. Social media is flooded with people saying this is classic Kris, controlling her daughter's lives for profit and now allegedly lining up North to be the next cash machine for the family brand. One person even wrote, Kris turned Kim into a household name with a scandal and now she's plotting the same playbook for North. It's sick. Meanwhile, others are pointing out the irony. Kanye is screaming about protecting North, but he's the same man who put her in a studio with Diddy. People are saying neither Kim nor Kanye are really protecting their daughter. They're just fighting to see who gets control of her image. The whole thing feels like a custody battle being played out in the court of public opinion. And poor North is stuck in the middle while the world watches every move. At this point, the drama has turned into a full-blown circus. Kanye is telling anyone who will listen that Kris Jenner is grooming North for fame, while Kim is brushing it off and doubling down on her parenting choices. Insiders claim Kim feels like Kanye is trying to control her life through the kids, and she's not about to hand him that power. But the kicker? Lawyers on both sides are allegedly preparing for a showdown, and the receipts they could drag into the light might expose things the Kardashians never wanted the public to see. Let's not forget, just a few months ago, Kanye went completely off the rails, even disrespecting Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins with offensive comments that had everyone side-eyeing him. But that same rant took an even darker turn when he directly accused the Kardashians of trafficking. It all started after Kanye saw North featured on a track with UK artist FKA Twigs. Instead of celebrating, he blasted Kim online, writing, Kim Kardashian is a trafficker. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all grown. I would have expected more from Twigs. It's F all you ninjas. My soul is black. And watch, y'all don't believe me and just say I am crazy. The post left people stunned. Even longtime fans didn't know what to make of it. And he didn't stop there. Kanye dragged Kris Jenner back into the mess, claiming this is all part of her grand plan to sell both North and Chicago straight into the industry machine. Say what you want about Kanye, but when it comes to Kris Jenner, he might not be completely off the mark. Let's be real, this is the same woman who, according to Ray J, literally sat down and watched her own daughter's private tapes just to decide which one would make the most money. And if that wasn't disturbing enough, Ray J also claimed it was Kris's idea to film a third tape in the first place. Think about that for a second. A mother allegedly telling her daughter to go record another tape, then sitting there like some kind of producer picking the best version to shop around. That's not parenting, that's pure exploitation dressed up as business. Fans have never forgiven her for that, and it's why so many believe Kris will always put profit over protection when it comes to her family. So with that history in mind, is it really surprising that Kim might already be laying out the same exact blueprint with her own daughters? The way people see it, North isn't being raised like a kid. She's being prepped as the next extension of the Kardashian empire, whether she wants it or not. And let's not forget, Kris Jenner has a long track record of pushing her daughters straight into the spotlight. Both Kim and Kylie were pushed into posing for Playboy, and the stories behind it are chilling. Even when Kim admitted she wasn't comfortable showing too much skin, Kris allegedly convinced her to go back for a second shoot and reveal even more. Fans have never let that go, and it's exactly why Kanye says he's terrified of his daughters spending too much time under Kris's influence. Now, insiders close to Kanye claim he's convinced Kris is already prepping North and Chicago to follow the same path. In his mind, Kris is running the same exact playbook, molding them into the next Kim and Kylie, not for their own dreams, but to keep the Kardashian-Jenner money machine running for another generation. Remember when Kanye tried to shut things down the first time Kim let North use TikTok? He went on rants saying he didn't want his daughter dancing around on the internet for millions of strangers to consume. At the time, Kim brushed him off, painting him as just being controlling. But if Kanye's suspicions are true, this isn't about harmless TikTok dances at all. This is about Kris slowly but surely pulling North and Chicago into a world where their childhoods become content, their names become trademarks, and their lives become extensions of the Kardashian empire. And the receipts that keep surfacing? Remember back in June 2020, right before Kim filed for divorce, when Kanye went off on Kris Jenner? He blasted her over Kim's Playboy shoot, writing, "I put my life on the line for my children, that North's mother would never sell her tape." Then he doubled down in another post, swearing, "I put my life on my God that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy. And that's on God. I'm at the ranch, come and get me." Those words still echo years later, and they hit even harder now with all this new drama swirling around. At the end of the day, you can't help but feel for North. On one side, Kim is parading her around dressed like a grown woman, brushing off the backlash like it's nothing. On the other side, Kanye is screaming about protecting her innocence, but at the same time, he's throwing her onto tracks with Diddy. And hovering over both of them is Grandma Kris, the mastermind who once turned her own daughters into global brands, and now seems ready to pull the same strings with her grandkids. Meanwhile, North is just a kid, yet every move she makes is dissected by millions online, with strangers commenting on her looks and speculating about her future. It's heartbreaking, it's messy, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. So what do you think? Is Kanye right about Kim being reckless with their daughter, or is he being a total hypocrite given his own track record? And what about Kris? Do you believe she's grooming North to be Kim K 2.0? Drop all your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.